All right, ladies, get ready for date night makeup. Now, I've done a lot of studies when it comes to guys and how they feel about makeup, and most of them just don't like a woman that wears a ton of makeup. And the reason is because not only do they want to see what they're getting into, but they want to know that you're confident with who you are. And wearing a ton of makeup and a lot of bright colors on the lips is really going to, put them off a little bit. Also, when it comes time to, get that kiss goodnight, they don't want to kiss a full, bright, glossy, goopy lip. They want to make sure that you look soft and you can look pretty and polished, but please don't overdo it. So basically what we're going to be doing is just a little bit more than the 5-minute face. So I'm starting off with almost my basic face. I have my foundation and concealer on, but we're going to apply my highlighter now to carmindize the face. So we're using a cream highlighter in this light kind of white shade, and we're applying it under the brow so you have that nice kind of glowy eye, and we're going to apply it right on top of the cheekbones. And again, when you go out at night, your guy's gonna look at you and you're gonna turn, maybe in candlelight, and you're gonna have this beautiful glowing skin. And that's really kind of the look that you want to achieve. So get that top of the cheekbone, and this is just really romantic and glowy and ethereal looking. And also place it on the inside corner of the eye. So just on the inside, just for a little bit of sparkle. And again, this looks so beautiful if he takes you to a candlelight dinner. And this is also a look if you have a day date that works as well, because again, it's light, it's sheer. Okay, now what we're gonna do is powder the skin, and we're just gonna dust a little bit of powder to make sure you're not greasy or shiny. And now we're going to do some definition into the eyes. So we're going to use a Forever Stay eyeliner pencil, and we're using chocolate brown, and we're sweeping that right along that upper lash line. So just as close to the roots as possible, just so you get a little definition. You don't want to do like a crazy smoky eye or a ton of eye makeup when you're going on a date with a man, because he wants to know what your eyes look like, not what your makeup looks like. Save the crazy fun makeup for when you go out with your girls, or if you have a fun party to go to, or even a black tie event. But when you're going on a date, especially the first couple dates, make sure that you look natural and pretty. So I'm just smoothing over with my fingertips so it's soft. We just want slight definition. So now what we're gonna do is bring in a lid shade, and this is kind of a quartzy, kind of a purple neutral color. This is the color from my Quartz palette. And we're going to sweep that color from the lash line across the lid and up into your crease. So it just gives your eye subtle definition. And this is a universal shade. Works really pretty. And again, if you go to the Carmindy app, you can avatar yourself and find the right shades that will work with your unique skin tone and hair color. So if you don't know where your crease is, what I like to do is hold the brush at the back of the eyeball and kind of tap, and that's where your crease is. So just lightly apply there, and then just with your fingertip, a little highlight just to smooth over, and get the other side. See, so it's not like a smoky eye, it's just a little bit of definition for your date, so you're not overdoing it. It's really soft. And again, this kind of look works on all eye shapes. You don't have to have a specific eye shape to pull this off. And again, my little trick is if you have smudged anything underneath the lower lash line, get your little magic eraser, which is just this little sponge and a little bit of foundation, and clean up anything that's fallen underneath. So now I wanted you to take that same shade, that same kind of quartzy shade, and with an angle brush, just slightly smudge it underneath your lower lash line, giving the illusion of a thicker lash line under there. I don't like to use eyeliner underneath the lower lash line because I think it looks too harsh. And you know the way that I do makeup, ladies, it's all about subtle, pretty, soft, romantic, wearable makeup. My makeup is definitely not high glam over the top. It's pretty and beautiful and polished, wearable. Okay, so I'm just using that sponge to just kind of soften. And that's pretty much all you need to do on the eyes except for mascara, because you want flirty lashes for your date. So take this mascara and sweep it from root to tip. And unlike the 5-minute face, on your date, because you do want that flirty fringe, we're gonna do it on top and bottom. So you have that nice full lash line. So you have those pretty doe eyes. All the better to flirt with, my dear. See that? And you know, a lot of times I hold it horizontally and sweep from root to tip, and then I'll turn it vertically and separate. It's really about just getting in there with that brush. And I always tend to like smaller brushes. Those big giant mascara wands just make a mess. They just clump up your eyelashes. So I always tend to go for either the Lancome or my own Lift and Define mascara in my Natural Beauty line, because the brushes are smaller. They're easier to work with. They don't clump. See, we're getting that nice flirty lash, get underneath that lower lash line, and we're almost done. That's a great thing. You don't have to spend hours getting ready for your date. This is the quickest date look, because it's just a new twist on the 5-minute face. You're just adding a shadow on top and underneath, and you're adding mascara on the lower lash line. And now a little bit of blush, and we're doing this beautiful kind of pinky shade, and just sweeping it from the apples all the way back to the hairline. Because you want that kind of flush, that natural romantic flush. And once you have your apples nice and flushed, it's time for lipstick. And again, stay away from any goopy gloss, because no guy's gonna wanna kiss you if you're all gooped up. And stay away from bright, bold, crazy shades, because again, that's gonna be a little offensive to your dude. So I'm actually using a really pretty kind of rose blush shade, and it's just a nice creamy lipstick that just adds color to the lips. And don't use lip liner and everything else. What you can do is actually use a little bit of that highlight and trace around the perimeter of your lips to give a nice kind of highlight to the lips, so you have a nice full pout. And make sure that you just kind of use your finger to smooth it in, so your lips are highlighted, you have a little color, it's not goopy, it's a wearable, beautiful look that's natural, it's romantic, and your guys definitely want to kiss you at the end of the night looking like this.